you'll never know until you walk out the door. If what you're going to find beats what you're leaving behind. My only hope as we head down the road is that you're always with me and always will be. Don't wanna wander alone. And from sun up till the end of the night, we'll keep straight and drive between the lines, living our dream on the roads that we're calling home. And from today until the end of our lives, we ride together to the end of the line, knowing we're better together and never alone. Oh, the places we'll go.
While in Medora, North Dakota, we ate at the Pitchfork Steak Fondue Dinner. It was a really fun evening with live music, festive atmosphere, beautiful scenery, and of course it was yummy food. If you're ever in the Medora area, which is outside of Theodore Roosevelt National Park, we highly, highly recommend this outing. It was great and a highlight of our time in North Dakota.
I still have no idea.
What? You have no idea what? We're eating Pitchfork Fondue Steak.
Okay.
Are you filming or what?
Yeah.
And then we're going to see a they're so cute. And then we're going to see a show.
Thank you. Oh, hot piggy dog.
it is.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you. Blue is the sky, like the color of your eyes. Blue is your heart.
Okay, so we're just wrapping up our about 4-day stay we had in North Dakota. We had never been to North Dakota before, so it was a new state for us. And although we really only stayed in the Medora, Dickinson area, we did see a lot. We went to the Theodore Roosevelt National Park and we did the wildlife loop, and we went up the Enchanted Highway, which was past Dickinson, and we did the Pitchfork Steak Dinner, and we saw the Medora musical, and we had a really good time there. So we're going to do our roses, thorns, and buds for North Dakota. So Savannah, do you want to start?
No.
Remember, a rose is what you liked,
I'll start.
a thorn is what you didn't like, and a bud is what you are looking forward to going back to.
I'll start.
Okay, Ada wants to start.
So my rose was the Pitchfork Dinner and the Medora musical. That was pretty cool. My thorn was the weather and the bugs. It was still really hot and there's still a lot of bugs. Also the dinosaur museum. On my bud, would want to go back, do the Pitchfork Dinner again, and see another show.
Savannah, do you have one?
Sure.
Okay.
My rose is probably the buffalo.
Yeah, we saw a lot of buffalo. It was cool, huh?
Yeah, and my thorn was probably the bugs.
The bugs.
And then my bud is probably I'd like to go back to the buffalo.
See more buffalo?
Or see more wild horses.
More wild horses. That was awesome. Okay, Dad.
See, my rose was a steak dinner. It was pretty good. So steak's always good. And my thorn was, we had a pretty bad windstorm one of the days that we were there, and I was working, and the rig pretty much all day, the winds were probably 40, 50, maybe even 60 miles an hour, so the rig shook pretty much all day. So that was a little stressful. And then my bud, I like to go back and do some more hiking at Teddy Roosevelt. I didn't get to see it very much, so I like to go back and do some hikes.
Okay, so my rose, it's hard to pick a rose for there because I loved the Pitchfork Dinner and the show. It was awesome, and I would recommend anybody that's going to the area do that. But I think I equally loved the Teddy Roosevelt Wildlife Loop and seeing the wild horses and the buffalo. and the rainbows. That was just like a magical experience, and I really feel that Teddy Roosevelt is an underrated national park. Highly, highly recommend. My thorn would have to be that windstorm. It stressed me out. It was very windy. And as coming from mild Central Coast California, we are not used to weather extremes, and it was really windy. And my bud would have to be, I would love to go back to do more exploring at the Teddy Roosevelt National Park. I'd love to go to the north side and do some hiking up there and exploring. I really enjoyed that park. So Mackenzie, you're filming, but let's hear your voice. What's your rose, what's your thorn, and what's your bud?
My rose is definitely Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and then my thorn would be the weather, like the wind and the heat and the bugs. And my bud would be probably Theodore Roosevelt National Park.
To go back again?
Yeah. I also want to get one of those horses, just like, come in the van, horsey.
Wild horses. That was pretty magical. So we're leaving North Dakota now, and now we're going down to South Dakota. We've been to South Dakota before, Mount Rushmore and Custer State Park and the Badlands and all that area. So we're actually going to be going to Sioux Falls, which is, we've never been there before. And we're staying at a Jellystone Park, so the kids can kind of have fun with pools and swimming and all that kind of stuff. We may not be doing much filming in Jellystone, but anyway, we may not be doing much filming at Jellystone or anything in Sioux Falls, but we'll see. We'll be in South Dakota for 4 days.
Wait, we forgot to ask Stampy his roses.